Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. This is my Altergeist deck profile for the March format. I'm recording, this should be out before the 250th YCS. This should be out on Wednesday. I'm going to try something new with my deck profiles as well. I'm going to put the side deck I play with, the deck as well, so it's like main, extra and side, and give you my ratios while I'm playing them. But yeah, I'll get into the profile. So yeah, play 3 multi-faker, probably the heart and soul of the deck. Basically, when a trap is activated on resolution, you can summon a Altergeist from deck. So you can summon like Silk or Meluseek or something like that. But if you have imperm faker, it's probably game or like evenly faker. So yeah. 3 Marionetta. When this is normal summoned, you can set an Altergeist trap from your deck, and it's got a second effect where it can send an Altergeist card to the graveyard to special summon any Altergeist from the graveyard. So yeah, it's really insane. So yeah, one of your starters of the deck, and then 3 Meluseek. This card's actually really good. When it inflicts battle, it can send it targets a card on your opponent's side of the field, and because it's a grave. And also, when this card is sent to grave, you can add an Altergeist card, so Altergeist monster. Sorry, so you can add like Faker, Marionetta, or Kunkuri or Pukuri. So yeah, 2 Silk. This one is what you normally summon off of multi-faker. You target an Altergeist card and bounce a card your opponent controls, and its graveyard effect is it can add a Altergeist trap back from grave, so you can add back like Protocol Manifestation. That comes up quite good. For the 1 of Altergeist cards, we play 1 Pukuri. This card's really insane. If you have this and any Altergeist monster, it's one card. It's basically a first turn Hextia. So yeah, and we have still play the 1 Altergeist Kunkuri to for battle protection. So when your opponent declares an attack, you can activate in hand and then negate the attack, and then target a card they control and negate its effects. So yeah, it's really insane. That's for the Altergeist monsters. You can possibly take out Pukuri if you want, or Kunkuri to play other go in second cards or trap cards, but I think this is pretty much the standard Altergeist ratio now. So yeah, 3 Extravagance. So I would be playing Prosperity, but I've lent my mate Sean my Prosperities for the YCS. So for this list, I am playing Extravagance, but if you have Prosperity, the extra deck will change. But I've gone with Extrav. But basically, at the start of the main phase, you get to draw, you advantage 6 or 3. It's really insane in this deck. You don't really care about your extra deck, apart from like Hexter and Link Rebo. So yeah, 3 draw 2 is really insane. For the Altergeist traps, 3 spoofing, gets you access to Faker. You can shuffle stuff like you can, for example, if they you normal summon Marionetta and you have this up, and they go Veil or Imperm, you can, or Book of Moon or something like that, because Book of Moon is popular at the moment. You can change Spoofing to dodge the Book of Moon or Imperm or Veiler, and then add a Faker and still set the Protocol off of the Marionetta, and then you can add the Faker and do full combo from there. So yeah, Spoofing's really insane. It's a shame really this card has not got Altergeist in its name, because you can set it off of Marionetta, but is what it is. And then 2 Protocol. This is basically a Solemn Strike. When your opponent activates a monster effect, you can send a Altergeist card from the field to negate that monster and destroy it. And its other effect is, which is really broken, is your Altergeist cards cannot be negated. So yeah, that's really insane. And then for the other one else we're playing, 1 Manifestation. This is the monster you've won from the deck. You can bring back like Hextias from grave, or multi-fakers, or just random stuff like that. So yeah, that's for the Altergeist traps that I play. You could play 2 Manifestation if you want to, but I think 1 is fine. The only time that you could the only reason why you probably would play 2 would be for the Kashtira, for when they banish your stuff, but that's probably something you could play, but I think 1's fine for the time being. For hand traps, 3 Ash Blossom, the best hand trap in the format. Stop stuff like Branded Fusion, the Kashtira field spell, and just random stuff like that. Pot of Desires as well, Pot of Prosperity, you know, really insane. For going second cards, play 3 Evenly Matched. This card is probably one of the best cards in the format at the moment, against stuff like Kashtira, Labyrinth, if they don't have Judgment, Trap Tricks, you know, and if you have Faker as well, it's probably game as well, so you probably activate this and then you reveal Faker and then just have Summon Silk and then bounce back the card they have in hand. So if they have Trap Trick Sarah or something, well, or just something back row or something, you can bounce it back and then proceed to carry on with your plays. But yeah, this card's insane. You know, just getting a free board wipe for nothing and leaving your opponent on 1 card is pretty insane. And then the FTK in Altergeist, Imperm Faker, you can stop stuff like, so if you have Imperm, you can stop stuff like Kashtira Unicorn, Fenrir, for Sword Soul, Moyi, Tai, Branded, Aluba, and then, you know, just stop random stuff like that. Also, this card plays around Triple Tactics Thrust. That's why I'm not playing Veiler, because if you like Veiler them and then they can activate Thrust and then search Harpy's Feather Duster out, or Evenly Matched or something like that, and then they can just wipe your board. So this card's really insane as well for that. So yeah. And then for the Floodgates, I'm playing 3 Rivalry, all your stuff spellcasters, apart from like Link Kuriboh, and yeah, apart from Link Kuriboh and Nightmare Phoenix and Unicorn. But you flip this against other decks and it's just a blowout sometimes. So yeah. 3 main deck Judgment. Play this because of stuff like Evenly Matched. Obviously Evenly Matched is being main decked at the moment in a lot of decks. So this stops Evenly Matched, Harpy's Feather Duster, Lightning Storm, any XZ summons, just basically anything. This card's actually really insane. And then to go along with that, we play 3 Solemn Strike. Stop stuff like a Unicorn, stop Unicorn, Fenrir, Moyi, Tai, extra deck monsters, hand traps, just random stuff like that activate monsters effects. So yeah, it's really insane. Decks at 40. Things I was considering playing in the main deck: Skill Drain, Pot of Duality at one point I was considering, just for the extra consistency. But like I said, the one change I would probably make would be Pot of Prosperity for these. But I wanted to get this deck profile out this week, so Pot of Extravagance was the card I chose. So yeah, for the extra deck, so the ratios are different because we are playing Extrav, but the cards that stay the same are 3 Hextia. This card's the boss monster for the deck. If you got an Altergeist points to it, you can negate a spell and trap. Also, it gains the attack of that monster. So yeah, it's really insane. 2 Prime Banshee. 2 Altergeist Memory Gap for the OTKs, because sometimes you're locked into Altergeist cards with Faker and stuff like that. But if I was to play, so for example, Prosperity was in the deck, I probably would play 1 and 1, and then put something else in for that. But yeah, 2 Maiden. It's there for Melee Seek, so you want to link off into Melee Seek. Also a spellcaster, so if you are under Rivalry Warlords, you can go into this and still link off the Melee Seek. But again, if I was playing Prosperity, it would be 1. But for this version, I'm playing Extrav. So, and then 2 Relinquished Anima. This one's a spellcaster as well, and we are playing Kaijus in the side deck. So if you, for example, if you Kaiju their monster, say the Kashtira monster, I can't think what it's called, the Macrocosmos, you can Kaiju the Macrocosmos, normal summon Melee Seek, attack directly, and then send one of the other cards, and then put the Gamma Seal underneath one of the extra monster zones, and then you link the Meluseek into the Relinquished Anima, Search Faker, or Marionette or something, and then you take your kaiju back. So yeah, it's really insane for that. Also, it punishes people for not playing around columns as well. So if they leave like an extra deck monster or a main deck monster on the extra monster zone, you can punish them with this. So yeah, it's really insane. That's also a spellcaster to play around Rivalry of Warlords. 2-link Rebo. Again, it's pretty, ever since it came out, it's been pretty standard in this deck. But again, if I was playing Prosperity, I'd probably take out one Relinquished Anima, one Link Rebo, and one Maiden, and put other stuff in like Access Code, Avramax, or Celine. But yeah, and then for the generic links, Unicorn Phoenix, if you really wanted to. So you could take out like a Prime Banshee or a Memory Gant and put Access Code in, but this is the list I'm going with at the moment. But that's the extra deck. For the side deck, I'm playing 3 Gamma Seal. This card's actually kaijus are gaining a lot more popularity, and it just deals with problematic stuff this deck cannot deal with. So for example, Red Eyes Dark Dragoon's being played now in Despia. Also deals with stuff like the Macrocosmos for Castra, I think what's called, the XE. But it just deals with problematic stuff. It's just really insane. To be fair, it can conflict with Faker, but I'd rather have a Gamma Seal going into like a Dark Dragoon than a Multi-Faker, because the Faker can't deal with it by itself. So this gets rid of problematic stuff. So yeah, 1 Harpy's Feather Duster clears back row. Good against stuff like Labyrinth. If they don't have what's it called, Lord of Heaven, the level 10 that stops, it reveals in hand and stops your spell and traps being destroyed. 2 Lightning Storm for Rogue, back row, Trap Trick, and people who don't put their monsters in defense to play around Lightning Storm, you can just activate it and get rid of problematic monsters. So yeah, 3 Cosmic for the Labyrinth matchup and Runic. Getting rid of the Fountain is really insane, because Runic have picked up a lot of popularity. Also getting rid of problematic field stuff like that can only be 1. Just random floodgates as well, field spells, just random stuff like that. So yeah. Also, if you evenly match them and they, like in Trap Trick, in a trap deck they leave 1 trap card and you have Cosmic, so you just get rid of Cosmic, and basically you can play the game. Also, it's really good against like Branded in Red, so it forces them to play their Branded in Red at that time. So yeah, just random stuff like that. For going first cards, I'm playing 3 Anti-Spell Fragrance. This card's actually insane. Stops stuff like Lightning Storm, Harpies, going second cards, Triple Tactics Thrust, and then the only card you really lose to is Evenly Matched. If you have this in Judgment, you probably win the game, and going first win the game post sideboard. And then if you have Faker on top of that, that's really insane. But yeah, just random stuff like that. And then for the last 3 cards, I'm playing 3 Dimensional Barrier. Stop stuff like Sword Soul, Brian Despia, Kashtira, Rogue, Pendulum decks, the Nichiria deck, but yeah, random stuff like that. This is just a guide to what you could play in your side deck and Altergeist deck, but I thought I'd bring you my version of what I'm playing this format for this, and take it to locals after the YCS and see how it does. But yeah, alright guys, thanks for watching the video. Hopefully you enjoyed this new style of deck profile that I'm doing with like the side deck. I'll do it for like all the rogue decks and stuff I play, and meta decks and stuff, and decks I take to locals. But yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and have a great day everyone, and cheers. Thanks for watching.